Hi there, I'm Hong, and this is just another video of me solving random number code problem. So today we have multiply string. So given two non-negative integer nums1 and nums2, we need to so num1 and num2 are represented as a string, and we need to return the product of the two number, and also represented as a string. And we cannot use any built-in big integer array to convert the input integer directly. Okay, and we are guaranteed that num1 and num2 will be at least one, right? At least of length one, and it's only be the digit only, so 0 to 9, and both num1 and num2 do not contain any leading zero, except the number zero itself, right? So what is our base case? So if num1 is equal to 0, right, or num2 is equal to 0, in that case, we just return 0, right? They add a string, okay? So this is our base case. So let's see how can we do this without converting to an integer. So first of all, if you have two numbers, right, you have like one number, right, multiplied by each other, right. So the maximum digit you will get is 2, right, 81, right. This is you have 9 and then 99, right. So 81, 1 carry 8, 81. So plus 8 is 89, right. So if when you multiply two numbers together, the maximum number of digits we can have is the total number of digits that both numbers combine, right? So it can be more, it can be maximum 3, right? But it can be less. So if like 99, right, multiplied by 1, it's just 99, right? Okay. So when you multiply two numbers, the total digits that we will have will be the total number of digits that uh, of both numbers combined. Right? So that being said, we can create an array, right? Let's do 1, 2, 3, multiply by 4, 5, 6. Right? We can create an array to store our result, right? And we know that the maximum number of digits is going to be 3 plus 3, right? Total number of digits of both numbers combined. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. Okay. So how would we do the multiplication? Um, so normally we're just gonna do 6 multiplied by 3, right? So 18, carry 1, right? So 6 multiplied by 2 is 12, plus 1 is 13, right? 6 multiplied by 1 is 6, plus the 1 carry is 7. And we just keep going, right? 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. We by 5, remember 1. So it's 10 plus 1 is 11, right? Remember 1, so 6. Right, and lastly, 4 multiplied by 3 is 12. 2, remember 1. 8, this one is 9. 3, right? And then at the end, we need to add them all together, right? This is just represent a 0 here, right? So 8 gonna be here, 8, 9 plus 1 is 10, 0, remember 1. 15 plus 1 is 16, remember 1, so 5. So this would be our result, right? Okay, so our strategy is that we can just take what number, right, and multiply it with the first number, right? So we take the each and every single digit of the second number and multiply it with the first number, right? We can every digit of the number. So 6 gonna go with 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna get 738. We'll do it again with 5, right? And then with 4, and we add them all together. right? So we can think of this as our I, this is our J index, right? So we have index 0, 1, 2 here, right? Also 0, 1, 2 here, right? I, this is J, right? So we can do, so we can have the sum, right? Sum gonna equal to, um, we can start out by giving every element, every number in the results array, right? With a 0, okay? Um, so when we multiply two numbers, right? We need two places to store it, right? Because if we multiply two digits together, the largest we will get is 9 multiplied by 9, right? Which is give us like two digits. So we need two places to store the results, right? So we can have like index 1, right? Index 1 gonna be I plus j, right? And index 2 gonna be I plus j plus 1. So in index 2 here gonna store the unit, right? And index 1 gonna store the 10, right? Now we have here 6 multiplied by 3 is 18, right? Right, 6 multiplied by 3 plus 0, right? We have plus, add with whatever is here, right? So like for example, remember we multiply 6 by 2, right? It's only 12, right? But we also need to add the carry, so that is 13, right? So we need to add it with whatever number is here, right? So 6 divided by 3 is plus 0, it's 18, right? 18. So now it is I, right? I is let me highlight this. So we are here, right? At index 2, and here we are at index 2, right? So I plus j is 4, right? It is 5, right? So we're gonna start the 8 here, right? Right. So this is just gonna equal to the submod 10, right? And the index 4, the 10, right? But just we're gonna equal to the matter floor of 18 divided by 10, added with whatever is here. So it's just gonna be 0 in this case, so it's gonna be 1. So we have 18. Okay. Moving on, we can move to the next number, right? 6 and 2. So now we have I plus j is 3, right? 1 plus 2 is 3. So it's gonna be 4, right? We're gonna start here. So what is our sum? Our sum is 12, right? 6 multiplied by 2 plus 1, right? Plus 1 equal to 13, right? So we write, we mod 3 here, we mod 10 here, right? We have 3, right? So we write 3, we remember 1, right? So at the 10th, it's gonna be 13 divided by 10, right? Which is just gonna be 1, okay? And then we keep going, right? Now we are going to 2 and 3, right? Because index now is index 0, right? 0 plus 2 is 2, this one is 3. So 6 multiplied by 1, 6, right? Plus the value at the unit index, which is index 3 here, right? So 6 plus 1 is 7, right? So 7 mod 10 is just 7, right? So we're gonna write 7 here, right? And then 7 divided by 10 is just 0. So we don't have carry in this case, so it's just gonna be 0. So as you can see, we have like 0, 3, 7, right? After the first multiplication with the first digit. Okay, now we can move on to the next number, right? We start again at 2. So our index now is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. Here is 4. Right? So our sum gonna be 5 multiplied by 3. Right? So we are at the unit index is index 4, right? So we just here. So we need to add 4. Sorry, add the value at 4, right? So 5 multiplied by 3 plus 3 equal to 18, right? And then 18 mod 10 is just 8, right? And then divided by 10 is just 1. So we add it with the value at the 10 index here. to account for we need to account for the tab unit. It is going to become 8. Or is that right? Let me double check. Yes, so 15 plus 3 is 18, right? Mod 3, but x4, right? Mod 3. Sorry, mod 10 is 8. Yeah, 8. Right, 8. And divided by 10 is 1. And then we plus 1 here, 1, 8. Yep. So we move on to the next number. So 5 and 2. So 5 multiplied by 2 is 10, right? Uh, our index is going to be 2 and 3 here. So 5 multiplied by 2 is 10, plus 8 is 18. Right? So we write 8 there, here again, and then we carry the 1 over, right? Because 18 divided by 10 is 1. And then we move on to the next number, 1. Right? So our index now is 1 and 2. Okay, so here. Right, so 5 multiplied by 1 is 5 plus 2. Actually, plus 1 is 6. So we're at 6 here, right? And we don't have any carry. Okay, so then we move on to the next number, which is 4 here. Right? 4 and then 3 again. So our index now is 2 and 3. So we are here. Our sum gonna be the product gonna be 1. Oh, sorry, 4. I think. Yeah, 4. 4 multiplied by 8. Sorry, 4 multiplied by 3. Plus 8. So this is 12 plus 8 is 20. Right. So 20 mod 10 is just 0, right? So it's gonna be 0. Right? And then divided by 10 is 2. Right? So we add it to our 10th index. So 6 plus 2 is 8. 8. Okay. So we move on to the next one. Here. Now our index is going to be 1 and 2. Right? So 4 multiplied by 2. Index 2 is here. Right? Plus 8. Is 8 plus 8 is 16. Right? So we're going to write 6 here. Right? Having 1 over here. 1. And lastly, the last one. So our index now is 0 and 1. Right? We multiply 4 and 1, which is 4. Right? Plus index 1 right here. Plus 1 is 5. Right? So we write 5 here. Uh, carry. So this is our result. Right? So at the end, if we don't have overflow, if we don't have any value at the first index, right? Because this is just represent the maximum number of digits of the results, right? So if we multiply A and B, the maximum digit we will have is gonna be A plus B, the total digit in A plus the total digit in B, right? But this is just a maximum, right? It doesn't have anything, it's just a 0 here, and we want to remove this element before we return, because we are not allowed any leading 0 in this case. Right? So yeah, that is our algorithm. So what is the runtime here? So we need to multiply each number is, so let's call this one is m, this one is n, right? Which is the length of the num1 and num2. We need to multiply every single in n with m, right? So that is m n, right? And we need to add them all together, right? So how many times do we need? We need to add them. We need to add them like n times, right? Actually, it's m plus n times. So we need to do the adding. So 1, 2, and 3 times. Right, let me double check here. All right, so this will be n times n, which is the number of times we multiply, right? But then we need to add them together. Let's add them n time, right? And then the length of each multiplication, right? Because when we add them, right, we need to like iterate through like each digit, right? So the total, so we need to add them n time, but the length of each multiplication, right, gonna be n plus n, right? The maximum. So we're gonna have like of m squared, right, plus n times n. It will gonna be our runtime. Sure. Um, yeah, so we have to store the results, right, in our we have to store the multiplication result in our resulting array, right? Yeah, so at the end, uh, you have to return this, but remember, we cannot allow duplicate zero here, so we need to like remove the zero if the first digit gonna be zero, right? So even though the maximum digit is gonna be 6, right? But we might not use up 6 digits in the array. Okay. So yeah, let's code this up. So we need to create. We have to use we need to yeah, create a result array, right? With the length of n plus n, right? So array dot from length, the length is gonna be num1 dot length, right? Plus num2 dot length. Okay, and we now hit our default value of 0. Okay, let's check that. Yep. Uh, and the console log result. Yeah, okay. So this is the array that we want. Okay. Okay, so we need to check at the end, right? If the first digit is gonna be 0, if that is 0, we need to remove it, right? So we go to shift and you can return the result factory by empty string. Okay. Now we need to iterate through um both num1 and num2 and multiply them together, right? In reverse. We need to start from the least significant bit, right? And for here, you just say is num2. Gonna have our index one equal to I plus j, right? Index 2 equal to I plus j plus 1, right? And then our sum equal to the result, right? At index 2 plus the sum, right? Plus the product of num1 multiplied by num2. Okay, and we can sort them, right? The result at index 2. Next one is equal to, this is the 10th index, right? So we're gonna be equal to the sum of the current value at the index 1, right, plus the multiplier of sum divided by 10, and the result at index 2, and then equal to the sum mod 10. So this will be our unit index on line 17 here, right? Because we already add the result at index, the value at index 2 here, right? So here we just have to plot it. But for our 10 index, right, we need to add the carry bit if we have one, right? By taking the sum divided by 10, and we need to add the carry bit to current value if we have one. Okay, and thank you for watching.